change some of the way that the country does business.
From Pacifica, this is Democracy Now!
We can lead a stronger Georgia, a more compassionate Georgia, a bold and ambitious Georgia. We can show the old guard something new, and we can fight together for the good of all.
In another big primary day for Democratic women, Stacey Abrams made history in Georgia by becoming the first African-American woman to win a major party's nomination for governor in U.S. history. We'll look at Tuesday's election results with Congressmember Keith Ellison, deputy chair of the Democratic National Committee. He'll also talk about how Congress is dismantling key parts of the Dodd-Frank banking rules. And we'll speak to a Texas man who believes he was the first activist jailed as part of the FBI's targeting of so-called black identity extremists. We'll speak to Rakeem Balogan as well as Black Lives Matter organizer Malkia Cyril.
So the bottom line here is that we have a rampant situation where white nationalism is on the rise. And yet the FBI has chosen to use its resources to construct and fabricate a threat that does not exist instead of addressing a threat that does exist.
And we look at the Supreme Court's latest blow to worker rights. All that and more coming up. Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. President Trump expressed doubt Tuesday about whether his planned June 12th summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will take place.
And, you know, there's a chance that it'll work out. There's a chance, it's a very substantial chance that it won't work out. I don't want to waste a lot of time, and I'm sure he doesn't want to waste a lot of time. So there's a very substantial chance that it won't work out, and that's okay. That doesn't mean it won't work out over a period of time. But it may not work out for June 12th. But there's a good chance that we'll have the meeting.
That's President Trump speaking to reporters as he welcomes South Korean President Moon Jae-in to the Oval Office. North Korea canceled recent talks with South Korea in protest of the joint U.S.-South Korea Air Force drills being conducted over the Korean Peninsula, which North Korea called a deliberate military provocation. Meanwhile, North Korea says it's preparing to blow up its main nuclear weapons test site within the coming days and has invited a handful of journalists to travel to the site to witness the detonation. On Capitol Hill, Congress passed sweeping legislation to exempt thousands of banks from key regulations.
I just want to make sure, because last week, okay, folks, just so that you know, last week, y'all missed the first 4 minutes of my show because my chi and all of my energy and, you know, it don't like my chi. It doesn't like my energy or something. I don't know what the story is, but this is Brother R.A. on CCTV, Cambridge Community Television. I love my community access to the network, and I am I'm the host, Brother R.A., of Unsurpassable Justice. Now, is that going across the bottom of the screen? Unsurpassable Justice? If not, it will get there. And just so that you know, just in case I'm not totally on and we're doing this and that, I'm going to go ahead and show you, oh, that was last week's show, and how did I get there? This is on YouTube. See that? YouTube. And if I go back one, and you type in, oh, let's go back two. See that? You type in Brother R.A. on YouTube. You search for Brother R.A. And then there I go. I come up. And you get to the various shows. So this was last week's show. And no, we don't wish to hear that because we're on this week now. But you can fast forward and get to the end of the show, and that's what I think I'd wish to do. Yes, we saw Master Heeds Robinson issuing Qi through a door, and I think we're going to continue with Master Heeds this week. He put Qi in the cloth and issued Qi through that brother. We didn't go through weapons training. We don't wish to do that this week. So we're going to move from that and make sure that's on pause and go to the right screen. And yeah, so the songs for this week are Wake Up Everybody, Superfly, Do or Die. So I guess I'm Superfly and I'm doing or I'm dying. Oh no, no, I don't wish to do that. Get off there. Bring this back. And open the screen up a little bit more. There we go. And he just got through issuing Qi into this brother. And here's his comments.
That's kinetic energy, issuing energy. You can do it in any object or any kind of situation if you learn how to do it. This is not just a demonstration of, I don't know what you would call it, something that would be phony. This is showing you the strength in Tai Chi and Qi.Calendar. You can actually use your energy to harm or to hurt. These last stages of kinetic energy, using a sword and putting the lady in the chair and standing behind a door, it required me using a little bit more energy, strength, which could be a little more dangerous. But however, I selected these people, also the young man with the cloth. I selected them because I've been training with them for a while and I knew they could handle this. They may have to rest for a couple of days, a little bit longer. The hours of sleep may be a little bit longer, but they'll be just fine, you know. It will not harm us anything. It will most certainly help the energy and help build their bodies, mental and physical energy, okay? And we will demonstrate some more kinetic energy during this time. I want Sean, I want Renee, and I want Noel. All three of y'all, come up here. We're gonna demonstrate kinetic, hopefully at its best. Somebody in the front, somebody in the middle, somebody in the back. And stand within 2 feet of each other, right? Okay, we're waiting. Now, what we're trying to do is we're gonna try to pass Qi. I'm gonna try to pass Qi through Noel. Let her stay still. I'm gonna try to push him.
Come on this side, Joe.
So, okay, Noel, brace yourself and make yourself healthy. I mean, you know, like ready. And I'm gonna go, wait, Renee, stay right there for a minute. I'm gonna try to pass this energy through to touch him. Okay, that's in the way. Okay, Sean? Come on. Okay, Renee, come through, get behind Sean. I'm gonna try to pass this energy to Noel and Sean, and I'm gonna try to get it to react on Renee. Okay, so stop it, Sean. All right, let's see if we can pass it through.
mind over matter. What I think matters. Can I make people spin in a circle? Can I or will I? Should I? Spin in a circle. Doesn't have control over his own ability because of Master Heej's Qi being sent into that brother. Y'all probably, oh, I can't believe in that. That's crazy. He's acting. That's fake. I can't believe that. No. Why can't you believe that? Are you not a divine energy? What you think matters.
That's meditative stuff. Being able to move 3, 4, 5, 10 people all at once. Right? They're not hurt. What it is, the energy does take a little out of you. We're gonna wake her up. She's asleep. We got to wake her up. We're gonna move him. Okay. All right. Everybody okay? No, that was Sean. Sean was the one.
Get
I know.
unattached
Sean,
from him. I couldn't let go. I'm like, stop.
Okay, listen, take it. Come on. Get this shot. Watch the black. Get this shot. Listen, these people here have just taken a whooping, so at least I want to say thank you. You know what I mean? Hold them here and say thank you. Okay, we're going to get a still of the whole group. Well, I mean, I want a shot of everybody. But listen, these are telekinetic specialists here. I mean, well, they're learning this art. Each one of these people have this amazing ability to first of all, withstand my Qi, like, See? So it's amazing. It's amazing. But this is good for their health, right? It's good for their legs. You know all that jumping. They get strong in the legs. It's good for their blood, improve the circulation, and definitely strengthen the heart. So you see, this is a good exercise. Like one thing, no joke, nobody get hurt. Everybody's healthy. And this is a good way to restore your body's vitality. You know, if you're tired, fatigued, you just always feeling bad and weakened, you should practice the art of Tai Chi, right? Tai Chi is an amazing art, and there are quite a few centers around. But however, you want to make sure you find someone who's competent to teach the art and someone who's willing to share the art honestly and with respect to you. At the back is Larry Dean, and on my left is Renee Wynn. Everybody know it's me, and this is Sean Booker, Noel Staple. What's that other guy's name? Aaron Crawford. And down in the front, going from right to left, is, I remember this lady's name, Laura Garcia. I know Laura. And of course, everybody knows. Everybody knows Aquila, Mother Aquila. The Mother Aquila, she's mean, but she's the best person I ever met in my life. Okay? But listen, I want to thank everybody for viewing this, if you watched it, and I hope you have an interest, and I hope you will look into finding a way to study Tai Chi. Take a class or buy tape, and hopefully that it will benefit you. Thank y'all.
And that is Roxbury Tai Chi Academy. My teacher, Master Heej Robinson, and yes, he has a website on the internet, Roxbury Tai Chi Academy, and let's see if I can bring this up real quick. .com, boom, and there's his particular site, Master Heej, and I am a student of his, and yeah, so that's the name of that tune. Now, let's continue on. 16 minutes into the show, and like I said last week, we had an issue. I was 4 minutes late and so on and so forth, but I'm on right now, so we're going to deal with that. And like I said, the songs for this week are Wake Up Everybody, Superfly, Do or Die, Trying to Get Over. Are we trying to get over? Let me also make reference that the calendar I made reference to last week. This particular calendar, History of Racial Injustice, and this is the picture for the month of May, and let's just go ahead and share. So I was on the 9th, and we're talking about, the 9th of 2018, right? May 9th, put on my glasses so I can read this properly. Last Wednesday, freedom rider John Lewis, future U.S. Congressman from Georgia, is assaulted for attempting to enter the white waiting room at Greyhound bus terminal in Rock Hill, South Carolina. 1740, South Carolina enacts Negro Act of 1740, allowing masters to whip and kill slaves who violate the law by growing their own food, learning to read, assembling in groups, or earning money. Yeah, that was 1740. That was on Daddy's birthday, May 10th. And since it was Daddy's birthday on May 10th, and Mommy and Daddy got married 10 days after Daddy's birthday, which was May 20th, this past Sunday. So let's read that. And actually, it was in the year that Mommy and Daddy got married, 1961, May 20th. Freedom riders arrive in Montgomery, Alabama, where local police allow a mob of angry whites to attack several people, are severely injured, including a U.S. Justice Department representative. I'm just going to go ahead. The 21st, 1961 National Guard called to disperse several thousand whites, threatening to set fire to the First Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Freedom Riders inside. Let's read today. Today is May 23rd, 2018. In 1796, President George Washington offers $10 reward for the return of Oni Judge, an enslaved black woman who fled after learning that Mrs. Washington planned to give her away as a wedding gift. And he's on the $1 bill. George Washington. So, I'm talking about Qi and mind over matter. And what abilities do you, as a melanin dominant individual with a liquid pineal gland, what abilities do you have? So, after reading May 21st and spending time at home, make that May 20th, 1961. I said the songs are Wake Up Everybody and Superfly, Do or Die, Trying to Get Over. I don't think I'm trying anything. No. My Qi led me to read the Tao. And the four corners of who I am, personality-wise. Let me also share this real quick before I even read the Tao. I brought my globe. I want to make sure that y'all understand the globe and understand. I'm going to place it here, and it's at that 23-degree tilt, right? And the sun rises in the east, and as you can see, the axis of the earth turns, and your vision right there. So with the sun rising in the east, so that means Massachusetts is going to come around that particular way. But notice the tilt. Okay, now notice Africa. Melanin dominant people inhabited the majority of the world, and originally the Earth's axis was straight up and down, so there were only melanin dominant people. Oh, by the way, I didn't do this today. Since last week in my Qi and my energy, y'all have to keep up. So, with the Earth's axis straight up and down, there were nothing but melanin dominant people on the planet Earth. But then, when Mars or Venus or whatever, other orbs almost hit the planet, just like here. I got a lot of demonstrations, got a lot of... These are two magnets. Talking about telekinetic energy and understanding the planet that we live on. Why? Do you see that Qi? You see that energy? The two magnets, they'll grab, they'll click. Now imagine genetically. So, if the genes are too similar, if father copulates with someone in his bloodline that he's related to, how will the genes react or respond? And so you see how that energy, it's not a bond or a true connection, but it repels. So the melanin recesses. And so with the melanin recessing, first the earth was straight up and down. Now it's at this tilt. And the melanin recessive individuals have a calcified pineal gland, and they're a little more aggressive. And so, as you see, the earth, the sun, your vision, you are the sun, and you're looking at the earth. As you see the earth as it rotates. Sunrise in the east, sunset in the west. And so this is how we, as melanin dominant people, we got caught up here. No sun, you're the sun. Now the Earth's axis. Melanin dominant people caught up here, caught down here. Cold, dark, overcast environment. So the melanin recesses, calcifies the pineal gland. And now the media is ruled, controlled, and dominated by, in the media, I'm only talking about the words, the communication, the ability. I mean, last week's show, what was I talking about? The number one. Are we in a line? Are we the undivided individual? Are we an individual that is not centered within ourselves? Or are we undivided? We're not sure. We have doubt. We don't have clarification. Everything is askew. But if we were to understand and tap into our divinity, our spirituality, and deal with ourselves on so many different levels of consciousness and awareness, then would I be able to issue Qi? Am I issuing Qi? Am I creating an aura around myself to protect me? Or am I making myself a target for more melanin recessive inbred mutant albinos to attack me? So, and I'm not even high. This is sober RA. Brother RA sober on air and dealing with aspects of a melanin dominant mind that has no limitations, has no containment. So, sober, this is the earth, this is the core. Imagine this inside of that. You see these two? So the core of the earth inside, and I'm visualizing who I am. Straighten my spine, lower my shoulders and elbows, tuck my pelvis, and standing on the crust of the core. So if I envision myself, the third planet away from the sun, here, let's use this shot. That's a better shot. You have the earth, and I know I'm here in Massachusetts, up here, acknowledging that I'm on the crust of the core of the earth, inside here's all the melting rock. And I'm standing on this particular spot, tapping deeper within myself. Mind over matter. What I think matters. So, not only do I stand on the crust of the core, but then I also allow my energy not only to go through, but then go out Antarctica. You see the land that's down there in Antarctica? And there's a sky. Just like up here, you can look up and see Orion's belt, those 3 stars. And actually, Orion's belt was hanging out over my house. And the North Star. And it's like, so you stand on the soil with your feet, shoulders width apart. Allow the earth's energy to rise, the heavens' energy to descend. You reach a higher level of relaxation within yourself. Is my melanin recessive inbred mutant albino child with a calcified pineal gland, hardened pineal gland, going to be able to share such knowledge and information and allow me to tap in to my divinity? What did I just get through reading on the calendar? What kind of nonsense are these quote-unquote constitutional laws? I mean, here's my symbol of balance. Here's my Ankh, the circle. Here's the stem, the man. Here, actually, let's show this real quick. I'm still going to read that down. So, looking at the drawings of the numbers, is that yin yang? Almost like the symbol of DNA. Here's your yin, here's your 8. 1, the individual. 2, the duality, the pluralness. I mean, when you draw an 11, that's the 1. Are you the 1 tapping into the 1? Are you getting yourself centered, rooted, grounded, straight up and down? How are the letters drawn? And so here is the man, the stem reaching up. Here is the woman, the horizontal line. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Mathematically, that's family. So the male, the female, and when you draw that triangle, 3, that creates the diameter. Now you are your child, you are your parent's child. So now you have your father in you, you have your mother in you, and this is the whole area of who you are. Do you allow yourself to tap in to all aspects of who you are within A squared plus B squared? And what is the square? Duality, the 2, your parents, 1 and 1, they copulated, they come together. Now, are they still relating? Are they able to be the 8? Be the yin yang? Tap in to themselves and share this knowledge with you, the child? I, the 56-year-old, oh my goodness, 5 and 6 equals 11. Am I tapping into my 1 and 1? And so, what was I saying about my parents? On May 21st, they copulated, and I was born February 17th. I say the 21st, May 20th, excuse me. So May 20th, their wedding night, mommy and daddy, they copulate, and so that's A squared and B squared, and they came together and created me. And so, what's my role? What's my function? Who am I? That one individual tapping into the divinity of who the fuck I am as a spiritual divine energy, understanding electromagnetic, telekinetic, being able to issue Qi. Africa, the pyramids built in Egypt. Wait a minute, the pyramid's base has a square. 4 90-degree angles equal 360 degrees, equals a sphere. Now, how would you draw yin and yang in a sphere? That's your parents coming together, making you. You are that divine energy. Now, living for the love of you. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it. Stevie Wonder, living just enough for the city. Is the Illuminati or Warren Buffett or the secret societies of white male upper echelon going to share this knowledge about black divinity with you? Is the media gonna share this type of knowledge and information? I'm watching the previews to the commercials on TV now, talking about royal pains. Watch movies anywhere I want. Oh, that's a pleasure to be able to watch somebody else's ignorance. Oh, and let's not forget, her name is Megan. And how the hell did I get on? I'm going to try to get to that, read the dial, so much in my head. Oh my goodness. I was watching Covert Affairs and some of the Joan. Now, I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but she's still a melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with that blonde hair, blue eyes and whatnot. And what did she say? She's the head of the CIA and Covert Affairs. Toughest thing we do. Teaching people to let go of their lives. Now, where is that? Oh, this is the one Megan's in. She's in Suits. And she went ahead and married the prince. Now, they have a child. The child will end up looking like me because she has a black mother. How royal pains? Is that a royal pain, having a black child? I'm just asking questions as I think out loud. Sharon, the CIA, what did she say? The toughest thing we do is teaching people to let go of their lives. So the media is working for you not to tap into your divinity, not to tap in or stay an individual, an individed one, someone whose top doesn't reach the bottom, someone who is not connected, someone who has doubt or questions. I don't doubt anything I do anymore. No. Oh, Chicago PD, cops and robbers, Suits, Extract. Oh, the manipulative white woman. They kept blaming the Spanish dude for stealing the purse, but the white woman stole the purse. Loving. Oh my goodness. Talking about dealing with issues. White boy fell in love with the sister, like whatever that prince's name is, and he fell in love with Megan, and this is 57, y'all. They was giving him a hard time for marrying that black woman in 57. I was born in 62. How long ago is this racism shit? Oh, it's still present day. You mean it's current? War dogs. What I have to say about war dogs? All the money is made between the lines. Once again, that line, where's your, 11. Are you the one? Are you able to tap into all of your divinity? Oh, bleed for this. Oh my God, this was Rocky #2. If y'all can believe this stupid shit, Sylvester Stallone was Rocky back in the day, and this dude had played another Rocky where he had the neck brace and believe in Western medicine. If Western medicine's doing that shit, helping someone who keep his head straight, keep his spine, oh no, you'll never fight again, you'll never box again. But he went ahead and boxed anyhow because he believed in himself. Melanin recessive inbred mutant, it's about the mind over matter. It doesn't matter about the calcification of the pineal gland. You might have to work a little bit harder, but what I'm talking about, issuing Qi, covert affairs, okay. 20 minutes left. Did I get through everything? Media, Illuminati, royal pains. Living just enough for the city. And loving, girlfriend said, no, we gotta get, because the little boy went to the city because they couldn't stay in the country where they own the land and whatnot. And the little boy got hit by a car, so she's like, no, the kids don't have enough grass to run around on. So what is it about melanin dominant or being able to touch the soil? And what's that law? We couldn't grow our own food? And with all the genetic engineering, Biogen, Genzyme, Novartis, I'm like, should we trust the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino and the supermarket and the food that is being dispensed? Didn't I do the interview, Milk the Deadly Poison and the Mad Cowboy? Most melanin dominant people can't process dairy, yet its milk is part of the school child's, it's on their tray or in their day. Eat dairy, eat cheese, and you'll end up sucking snot. And what did the farmer say? He ground up other sick cattle and fed it to other cattle to help the cow grow faster, but the cow is to graze in the pasture. All roads, no walls. Gradually change the culture. Has our culture been changed? I'm talking about issuing Qi. Who are we? Are we these divine energies? Do we see who we are? Alright, so let's see if I can go ahead and read the 4 aspects of the Tao that I'm taking on as part of who I am and evolving. Let's deal with positioning. 14. Positioning. A heroine stands in the blue estuary, solidarity, white, unmoving for hours. A fish, quick avian darting, the prey captured. People always ask how to follow Tao. It is as easy and natural as the heron standing in the water. The bird moves when it must. It does not move when stillness is appropriate. The secret of its serenity is a type of vigilance, a contemplative state. The heroine is not in mere dumbness or sleep. It knows a lucid stillness. It stands unmoving in the flow of the water. It gazes unperturbed and is aware. When Tao brings it something it needs, it seizes the opportunity without hesitation or deliberation. Then it goes back to its quintessence without disturbing itself or its surroundings. Unless it found the right position in the water's flow and remained patient, it would not have succeeded. Actions in life can be reduced to two factors: positioning and timing. If we are not in the right place at the right time, we cannot possibly take advantage of what life has to offer us. Almost anything is appropriate if an action is in accord with the time and the place. But we must be vigilant and prepared. Even if the time and the place are right, we can still miss our chance if we do not notice the moment, if we act inadequately, or if we hamper ourselves with doubt and second thoughts. When life presents an opportunity, we must be ready to seize it without hesitation or inhibition. Position is useless without awareness. If we have both, we can make no mistakes. Let's move into time, page 15, the 365 Tao, written by Dang Ming Tao. The river surging, course. The river, surging course, uninterrupted current, headwater, channel, mouth. Can they be divided? Each day, we all face a particular problem. We must validate our past, face our present, plan for the future. Those who believe that life was better in the old days sometimes are blind to the reality of the present. Those who live only for the present frequently have little regard for either the precedent or the consequence. And those who live only for some deferred reward often strain themselves too much denial. Strain themselves with too much denial. Thinking of past, present, and future is a useful conceptual technique, but ultimately we must appropriately balanced. We must be appropriately balanced and joined. We must understand how the past affects us. We should keep the present full of rich and satisfying experiences. And we should devote some energy each day to build for the future. Just as a river can be said to have parts that cannot be clearly divided, so too should we consider the whole of our time when deciding how to spend our lives. Time, the river, surging course, uninterrupted current, headwater, channel, mouth. Can they be divided? Okay, let's move into, after I got through reading this, I got a text from Master Heej, who you saw issuing Qi, and he gave me the page 166. I have to get this in. 166, totality. Those who consider their path superior or condescending. A parrot who speaks of the totality of the self is absurd. Many paths lead to the summit, but it takes a whole body to get there. Once I met a woman who was a lifelong Christian. She had 2 sons who practiced yoga. She thought that was wonderful, but they arrogantly considered their beliefs to be superior to hers and told her that she was not doing enough for her spiritual salvation. No one has a right to condemn another person's spiritual beliefs. No spiritual system is superior to another. Each one of us should have the philosophy and practices that work for us. We should be happy once we find it. We should help those who are interested in the spirituality we represent. But none of us should behave condescendingly towards others' spirituality. We are all trying to get to the summit of spiritual realization. And there are many valid paths leading to the top. Of course, the view and the terrain on one side of the mountain will differ from the other. But the summit is identical no matter what your approach. Whatever your path, all that matters is that you commit yourself totally to following it. Others will do the same. Others doing the same? As long as we all climb, each from our own direction, and reach the summit of human spirituality, we can achieve complete totality in our lives. Then all the fracturing discussions of sex and different religions become unnecessary. Let me jump in here real quick. 167, meditation. This is my 4th personality of Brother R.A. Sit still, disengage, normal activies. draw energy from the earth, emit power from the heavens, fertilize the seed within, let it sprout into a flower of pure light, let the brightness open the top of your head, divine light will come pouring in, your mind is empty, light seeps into your whole body, sitting cross-legged with your hands clasped as if trying to embrace the brilliant flood, your skin turns transparent. How can a bag of skin hold divine magnitude? Your last vestiges burn away in a torrent of infinity. Only after indeterminate time do you return. Flesh, blood, bone, were you gone? Or were you never here in the first place? Where's the torrent? It is not gone. You've only closed it. You only closed to it once more. Okay, I've been your host, Brother Ari. That's all I had to say. Bye.